8 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. If you have a cell phone, then you likely received the new emergency alert that was sent out all over the country this afternoon.
FEMA was testing a new system that allows the president to send a message to almost every cell phone in the United States in the event of a national emergency. Jeannie McBride joins us now live in Rochester after speaking with local emergency management officials. Jeannie, what did they have to say about all this?
Well, John, first off, at 2:18, my phone went off. It was an alert, but we're not going to play that alert sound for you. Now, it kind of sounds like when you get an Amber Alert or a weather alert. Now, local officials want to remind everybody that this was just a test. And because we're always glued to our phones, having an alert on our phone got our attention very quickly. October 3rd, 2:18 p.m., a presidential alert from FEMA was sent out via cell phone, a millennial generation emergency test to alert the nation in a single text.
If you think about getting the text messages about missing children, getting the word out as quickly as possible is always a positive thing.
Alerting via text message might be a first for FEMA, but according to Jeremy Sarakin, a communications professor at St. John Fisher, the need to alert the country immediately started years ago, a product of the Cold War.
Before that, they weren't really around, but once we had the threat of sort of a nuclear war, there was a need to be able to alert people very quickly.
How the alert was issued changed over time. In the 50s, it was radio. In the 70s, it was TV. FEMA says the system's goal is to provide the president the ability to address the nation during a national emergency. But this leads to people questioning, could it be overused or abused?
I think it's always sort of a very politicized idea. On the other hand, I think FEMA has a certain amount of respectability. Alert
messages on cell phones aren't just used at the federal level, but locally. Monroe County uses an alert system called HyperReach. The 911 center sends out the alert to cell phones in the community or in a particular area where the threat is taking place.
You can use the local phone database to target addresses for an incident. It might be that we're asking them to shelter in place, not go outside for health reasons or other safety concerns.
Overall, these alerts are about reaching people and keeping them safe with the kind of media, like a cell phone, they are using. And to sign up for local alerts, head over to rochesterfirst.com. John, Maureen, back to you.
All right, Jeannie, thank you. Regarding security concerns, FEMA says the wireless emergency alert system was authorized by Congress in 2015 under a law that states, quote, the system shall not be used to transmit a message that does not relate to a natural disaster, act of terrorism, or other man-made disaster or threat to public safety.